guys, it's Michelle, and today's video is going to be yet another Mandela effect video. I love filming Mandela effects, y'all know, even though I sometimes get bad comments on them because sometimes people disagree or agree with Mandela effects, and I'm like, honestly, just like, either don't fucking watch it if you don't like Mandela effects, don't watch it if you don't like me, and then like, if you don't agree with the Mandela effect, like, you are gonna be okay. Like, it's gonna be fine. Like, I don't get why people always, I hate that I have to make a disclaimer. It's so fucking annoying. And I hate when YouTubers be like, I hate when I have to make a disclaimer. But like, it's true because people are such dickheads. Like, live and let live. It's not that hard of a fucking concept, bitch. A lot of people will tend to be like, it's just you. But literally 0% of these Mandela effects are just me because I find them from you guys, and I only do them when multiple people send me Mandela effects. You guys send me Mandela effects, or I look on Reddit, or look on Instagram, like everywhere. I search for Mandela effects. I don't pick up like a fucking Jansport backpack and I'm like, it used to be Janspert. Like, I'm like not a fucking idiot. I wouldn't just like make up Mandela effects and put them out there. Like, that's just dumb of me. So let's get into this. Let's go. First Mandela effect that I wanted to talk about, we have talked about before, but I found actual proof of this Mandela effect today while I was watching Eloise at Christmas time. The spin-off of Eloise at the Plaza, of course. And it is about the color chartreuse. Now, this was actually a Mandela effect that I disagreed with. I remember the color chartreuse being a lime green kind of color, while tons of other people, like countless amount of people, send me this Mandela effect, and I'm like, bitch, I don't believe it. But countless amount of people still send it to me and think that chartreuse was a red color and always has been like a reddish color, kind of like a burgundy. So this is like the proof of it, because I was literally shook as I was watching Eloise. In the films, Eloise is a very outspoken and like wants to do, like, she's very like, she's put together though, so it's like, this is why it makes sense, is because she was helping plan the wedding. She was talking about the wedding, how it's going to be like a Christmas themed wedding in the film. If you've never seen it, it doesn't really matter like the context of the film, but basically Eloise is like a 6-year-old and she's wants to be involved with everything that's going on at the Plaza Hotel because she lives there, and she sees that there's a wedding going on and it's like a Christmas wedding. It's going to be on Christmas Eve, and she says, she was talking about like the color palettes, and she's like, may I suggest a chartreuse?
The altar at that end, framed by the...
Are you crazy?
Oh no.
A wedding like this has to be in the Versailles, where there's sparkle and glitter and beaucoup d'elegance. Honestly, I don't know where her head is these days.
Eloise.
Have you chosen the color scheme yet? Might I suggest something in chartreuse?
And it literally would make no fucking sense for her to suggest a lime green. And you might be thinking she's a 6-year-old, but the girl has taste, let me fucking tell you. And I can guarantee you that when they wrote that line, that they had the intentions of talking about like a red color, like crimson, but you don't just like fuck that up in a movie. So, I mean, you can relay what proof is, but I feel like that's pretty solid proof, because she was a classy little 6-year-old and she talked about Chanel and Dior and shit, so like, I don't think her ass would want chartreuse lime green being at a wedding, but rather a nice burgundy red for a Christmas wedding. Makes a lot of sense to me. The next Mandela effect we're going to be talking about is mayonnaise. So I ran a poll on Twitter to ask you guys what you thought of this Mandela effect. Like, I was like, which one is it? And most of you guys said the new version of this, but then also it was like really close. Like, a lot of you guys said the version that I remembered. And I remember this so vividly that it actually like fucked me up. But I was typing it and I spelled mayonnaise like this, because that's how I always fucking spell mayonnaise. Like, I literally typed it out. And then like my phone auto-corrected it to mayonnaise spelled like this, which is how you spell mayonnaise apparently. So I posted that on Twitter, and most of you guys said that mayonnaise with 2 N's was right, but it was, like I said, very close in percentage, so that's why I decided to talk about it, because personally for me, I've never ever seen mayonnaise being spelled with 2 N's, and it honestly fucked me up. The next Mandela effect comes from the classic achy breaky heart Billy Ray Cyrus song. I guess it's like a cover. As I was researching this, it's apparently a cover, but I'm just gonna say the most known person to sing it is probably Billy Ray Cyrus. It was like his renowned song, like everyone knew it, and especially if you watch Hannah Montana, because they literally referenced it a lot on Hannah Montana, I feel like, or at least in an episode that I've watched many times. I don't know, but either way, I always remember the lyrics being like, don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart, but the lyrics are, don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart.
Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart.
What the fuck? The next also is a lyric from a Michael Jackson song called Smooth Criminal. I found this one to be interesting because while I feel like I wasn't personally sure about the song because, I don't know, I did not grow up listening to that particular Michael Jackson song. I grew up listening to like other Michael Jackson songs, but my parents like never played that one. I don't know why, but they didn't. So I didn't particularly know. However, so many of you guys, like this one was probably the most requested out of this video of Mandela effects that you guys keep sending me. And that one is like the #1. And it's because people remember the lyrics being, you've been struck by a smooth criminal. But apparently the lyrics are, you've been hit by a smooth criminal.
You've been hit by a smooth.
I don't know, but what I found interesting about this is because I don't normally like talking about Mandela effects that I don't know, because I'm not gonna be like, I remember this, but like really have no fucking clue. Like I'm gonna be honest with you guys, like I don't fucking know. But what I found interesting is a band called Alien Ant Farm covered this song, and they clearly say, you've been struck by.
You've been struck by a smooth criminal.
So that I found very interesting because obviously if you're gonna cover a song, you're gonna want to get the words right, especially if you're already like a renowned band. Like this fucking cover has like tons of views, so like I don't know, it's pretty interesting. The next Mandela effect comes from Judge Judy. I know Judge Judy pretty fucking well because my grandma was obsessed and my mom was obsessed as well. And Judge Judy, I always remember this bitch having a damn gavel, aka that fucking brown thing that you slam on the table when like, whenever they make a decision, they like slam with a gavel or they're like order in the court, bitches. So I always thought that this gavel existed in Judge Judy because she's a judge. Why wouldn't it exist? Also, it's a TV show, so it's meant to be dramatic, and I feel like gavels make things dramatic. But also because Judge Trudy on the Amanda Show, which obviously is a fucking joke to Judge Judy, had a fucking gavel. Why would they give her a gavel? Why wouldn't they do the papers that she does apparently at the end of every episode? Judge Judy doesn't have a gavel, which is the Mandela effect.
Goodbye. You owe us $1,700. Pay her. That's all.
Why is
I always remember that bitch having a gavel. In the Amanda Show, she has a gavel, which makes sense because she was making fun of or just portraying Judge Judy. It's literally called Judge Trudy, and they look alike. Like, it's meant to be Judge Judy, so like why would they change that aspect? I was fucked up by that. I don't know, I should ask my grandma how she feels because she was honestly and still is like a Judge Judy stan. The next Mandela effect was brought to my attention by my friend Colin Berry. He did a video about Mandela effects, and I was watching it and I was like, literally what the fuck? And it was the target symbol. Now I always remember the target symbol just being changed. I remember the target symbol originally looking like this, and then now it looks like this. And I thought that this was a change. This happened with the Chick-fil-A whole thing to me, is also I thought that it was a change. However, it's never been the way that I personally remember it used to be. And now it's just this, and it's always been this Target logo, and I'm just like, that's not even a fucking Target. What the fuck? The next Mandela effect actually comes from a place that I used to call home, New York City. In New York, the Statue of Liberty is like a very staple piece of Manhattan. I feel like a lot of people go there, and they go within the Statue of Liberty, in the Crown, and in the Torch. I always remember you were able to go in the Torch. I had no, like, I don't know, I thought maybe like it would have changed after 9/11, but like I at least always remember it being open, because why wouldn't the torch be open? Like, it made no fucking sense. It was like, I just remember that being a tourist spot. People could go out of her crown and out of the torch. However, apparently you could only ever go out of the torch before the year 1916, which is obviously a long time before any of us were born. I at least remember there being like pictures that I've seen of people at the Statue of Liberty out of the torch, and like, I don't know, dude, it just fucks me up. Next Mandela effect is all about the movie Coraline. It's never been, nor is not ever going to be, associated with Tim Burton. Tim Burton did not direct Coraline. Tim Burton did not have any part in Coraline, which literally fucks me up, because A, the movie is very Tim Burton-y. It's clearly in a Tim Burton style. Like, you guys have sent it to me multiple times. Multiple different people have sent it to me as well. And like, I'm so pressed about this, and honestly I'm just like so confused because so many of you guys remember this being a Tim Burton movie as well. I'm just like, what the fuck. The last Mandela effect we're gonna be talking about today is also one that really just messed with my head, and it is about the Wendy's logo. Now, when I first saw this Mandela effect, like when you guys first started sending them to me, I was like, okay, the logo probably had to have changed, because there's no fucking way. Because apparently the Wendy's logo, like the girl with the fucking red hair, never had braids. Her hair was never in braids, it was just in pigtails. And this one messed with me a lot, because I've seen people dress up as Wendy's for Halloween, and you can see there are many costumes, and all of them in which have braided pigtails. Like, it's very clear that they're braids. And then I was like, okay, so then this probably is a logo change recently. They changed the braids to pigtails, no big deal. But then I looked at Wendy's logos throughout the years, and it's literally never been fucking braids. It's always just been pigtails, and I'm like, what the hell? So that is it for today's video. If you guys liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think of these Mandela effects. Like I said, don't be an ass. It's easy. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. Like I said, you can send me Mandela effects on there, or just for fun, I don't know. If you want to check out my latest video, you can click right here and click right here to subscribe for new videos every single day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!